Got as close. Had a picture there of my children. I'll just wait a few minutes for people to log on. If you're watching this, hi Lisa. Just on this time. So basically, anyone who's been following what's been going on the last few weeks, this has opened me up to so much I was completely unaware was going on. So many of you may have seen an account under the name of Joker that was threatening to kill my family. You may have seen an account under the name of Lola that was posting addresses. You may have seen an account under the name of Monkey, Halal Kitty. All these different troll accounts, which funny enough are all linked. Well, I didn't know who these people were. I didn't know anything about them. In fact, I've ignored all these far left agitators, trolls, all the threats. I always ignore them. I don't want to waste my energy with them. But when I started reading threats to murder my kids, that changes the whole situation. So I then started looking into these people, and what I found out, what they've been doing is unbelievable. It's sadistic. These are professional and organised trolls who all work under group names. They all work with, for example, Resisting Hate, one organisation, who then are linked with Tell Mama, who are a government-funded Muslim organisation. All of them interlinked, and I'll prove all of that at some point. This isn't something that can happen overnight, but the reason I'm just giving you an update is because Lola, the account Lola, which is Adele Carroll, if you're watching this, Adele, I know exactly where you are, yeah? I've been working to find out who all these people are. Joker, I now know who you are. I know about all the bullshit little ruses you put out to make so that people think it's someone else. I know who you are. I know Monkey. I know who you are, darling. I know who you are. So, I had the police round today. I know all about your campaigns which resulted in a man committing suicide. I know how you harassed him and how you persecuted him. And all of it. I know everything. I've been sat with a whiteboard going through everything and who you're all linked to and what you've all been doing. Now, it may not seem a lot. People may seem, oh, just internet trolls. A man's dead because of what you were doing. He killed himself because you harassed him, you found out where he worked, you found out where he lived, you doxed him, and he killed himself. And then you laugh about it. You make your little Twitter accounts and you laugh about it. Well, and some of you think because you're very far away that it's not going to come back on you. And, yeah. So it's going to take a little while because I want to do it properly. Again, I had the police round today. And I'll give the police the opportunity to do their job again. They didn't last time. So I'll give them the opportunity to do their job again. But I guarantee this, that at some point, I'm going to find every one of you. I know where most of you already are. So, whilst you're sitting there playing your little internet gangster, pressing your little buttons, like Adele, you think you're hiding, babe. You think you're hiding. You think no one can find out where you live. As I said, it's took me, 5 days? It took me 5 days. You think that you can just post people's addresses online so that police have to guard their houses. You think you can affect families' lives who have 3 children. One family with 3 children, who I haven't lived in that house for 10 years. And you think you can just post and change the way they feel in their home. Do you know well, Adele, you're going to end up on a viral video. Guaranteed. Because the British public are going to see exactly who you are. they're going to see exactly what you've all been doing. And yeah, I'm quite happy. Quite happy now that I've got all the information, nearly all the information. A couple more people to just dig a little bit more on. And the other point is, like, you post other people's family members' addresses, you take pictures of people's children, you post their pictures of their children online. This is what these groups do. This is what they've been doing. They find anyone who comments on my posts. They work with the Labour Party and they work with Tell Mama. Piers McGow from Tell Mama he's linked with them. Now, he sits, I believe, on the monitoring board for the CPS, the Crown Prosecution Service, which may well be the reason why no one's ever been arrested for this bullshit. The links are all there. It's all there to see who they're friends with and how they work. What they do is when someone says anything about Islam, they then go on and they find out where they work, they contact their HR department, they then threaten them, they then find if they can get pictures of their family members, they post pictures of their family members, post pictures of their house, and they persecute and harass them. All the way from the Labour Party, they all have their little foot soldiers who are probably all getting paid. And then, yeah, Adele is twisted in the head. Do you know why Adele Carroll is the Lola who put the wrong address out saying I lived there, who changed that family's life? So she is twisted because I knocked at her husband's door. I went to her old address. And I'm never going to share this footage, but I filmed it. And Adele, this is the difference, yeah? I took a picture of your son outside your house so that I knew where because you're out there trying to post other people's families. I've never shared that picture of your son. I didn't realise that your 16-year-old son tried to commit suicide over your mad shit. You drove your own son to try and kill himself, you twisted little weirdo. And then I had to watch as your ex-husband, who's now ex-husband, because they said they haven't seen you for a year since you run off with someone you met in Antifa. But I had to watch as your ex-husband, who's an Irishman, stood and cried on his doorstep about the problems you've caused that your own family. Mad. What a twisted, evil woman. And then you sit there flicking away on your computer, ruining other people's lives. And as I said, everyone's going to see who you are, up close and personal. I'm going to give the police their opportunity to do their job first. If they don't, then Adele, everyone's going to have to see who you are. Because what you've done is sick, what you're all doing. But that's what when you see, so these groups are, anyone who says anything, they persecute them, they hammer them, they post pictures of their family, post pictures of their kids, all as a massive campaign to silence anyone. And it works, because one bloke's killed himself, one bloke was self-harming, multiple people, I've spoken to 6 people in the last week that have already made police reports about this. Not one police report's been followed up. That will be all part of the little film and documentary I'm going to make about it. Why is it not being why are they not being filed up? Maybe we've got a picture of one of the leaders of these organisations sitting with, someone on the CPS board, a Muslim. They can answer those questions themselves, can't they? But, yeah, as I said, I'm not going to rush this because I want to do it properly. And it's quite a long way. Some of these think they're smart, they're not sitting close to us anyway, so they think they can just sit and say what they want to say and harass kids and families. Tommy, you need a nap. Facebook is spinning you again. What? I can't wait. Yeah, this will be a proper expose. Oh, she's going to be pictured face first. And in fact, Adele Carroll, if you're watching this, I know the people who live directly opposite from you. You're from my hometown. I know so many people who live where you live. You didn't, so where your family lives, 79 Crawley Green Road, where you run off and left, you sad bin. You left you abandoned your 4 children and your ex-husband for some little mug who you met in Antifa, who actually used to bully, because I found out off your husband, used to bully your own children. When you introduced him to him, he was cruel to your own kids. That's the sort of women that are sitting doing this anyway. I hope you're watching this, Adele, because I'm sitting happy now. You think that you've been hammering families, innocent families, police protection outside homes, and the police have done nothing about it. So, as I said, the police have been around today. Let's see if they do anything about it. Threats to kill, all these serious crimes. Yeah, Adele is E-D-E-L. Adele Carroll is E-D-E-L. And she's from Luton. So, yeah, mate.
Can you get me a bottle of water?
A bottle of water?
Yeah.
Come down, bro. Come down, mate.
Oh.
Nah? All right, I'll bring one up in a minute, son, yeah? Anyway, so these trolls, these people who have been attacking anyone on the other side of politics to them, yeah, I'm going to expose you all. And what else is happening? I've got a video which will be going live any minute, which is our second part 2 to our German tour, where it's I watched it earlier. Lucy, great work. I watched it earlier. It's a very, I don't know, I felt a great feeling watching it, which I hope you do as well. I hope it gives you a bit of an inspiration that Europe's not lost, that the resistance is growing. Come down, mate. Don't come on here. You all right?
Yeah.
So, get me one, son, please. Right, babe. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, watch the second video. I find the first German video has exposed the German media. Anyone could. I think I've had a terrible 2 weeks. With false allegations, false newsprints, false stories alleging that I'm linked to some terrorists. They got me on BBC to try and absolutely slaughter me. Didn't work on Newsnight. But in amongst all of this, I hope that through the BBC Live interview, Sky Live interview, all the BBC Newsnight, it was clear what they were all trying to do, along with German media, my trip to Cottbus. I hope that I've awakened more people to what's happening with the media, to the fact that they are the enemy of the people. That what you're being told, I have so many people now, what you've been told about me, second think it, yeah? Whatever image they've portrayed of me is not right. Actually, I don't know if I can actually tell you. So, I'm in court on Friday for suing Cambridgeshire Police. They've offered me 2 financial out-of-court settlements so far. I've refused both. And I will make a video on Monday because they've just sent through all of their I've just received all the statements and everything because we're building up for the case. And their costs, this is what they do, yeah? So the cost, which I'll show this in a proper video so you can see the proper costs. The police's costs for the case, what they're warning me, if I don't win, £35,000. This is where I'm with my wife, and I'm with my children, and they come and tell me I had to leave the city. Costs of £35,000 if I lose. I'm not going to lose. But that's done to scare me, to then worry, to then when they say we'll give you £5,000, just shut up, I take it. That's why that's done. That's why I believe that's done. Now, I've gone through the statements. This case, and when I can tell you the ins and outs of it, I think will restore some people's faith they have in certain police officers. It certainly has mine. When you'd expect people to close ranks. You'd expect in a situation like this, where I'm taking them to court, I'd have expected them to close ranks and stick together. That's not happened. So without saying too much, thank you to Luton Police officers for being honest on the situation in hand. Let's see what happens. As I said, I'm in court Wednesday, I'm in court Friday. I'm not in court because I'm getting done anymore. I'm in court because I'm trying to do them. So if I get one out of the way, and I'm not even doing them, it's not about the money. I keep saying it's not about the money, and I want to say a thank you to anyone who's donated to my legal fund. As I said, this Cambridge one, they've put, and I'll show you this so everyone can see the evidence of it. They're putting it's going to cost £35,000. Insane, yeah, insane. But this is why people can never prosecute them or go through it. I should have took the police and the papers to court about 100 times. But when you hear that, you think, sod that. How can anyone do that? But I had a campaign go last week where people have been donating to me. This was to sue the media. Yeah. Funny enough, I've had I don't know if I can even say all this, but I've had a response from the first letter we sent off drafted about suing the media about the most recent Darren Osborne case, and they're so thick. They, in their response, they've just got everything wrong again. I'm just looking at it thinking, oh, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's it. Special thank you. So if there is anyone, I'll be updating everyone. So when people say this, anyone, I'll be updating people from Oxford, from the High Court, and from the other case. Now, if I win those cases, anyone who's donated to me via PayPal, you'll be receiving. So for each case, I've had certain people donate for each one. So if I win and I come out of it, then you'll be receiving your money back. And for the people who have said many times, which I find a lot of the time, which is a great feeling, people say, look, keep the money, I'd rather support you. Then I'll do great campaigns with that. I gave, just last month, I sent a young lad called Dylan to Disneyland in Florida, Disney World, Disneyland. I sent the Acre family, another family, to France, Disney World, Disneyland, don't know. So yeah, as I said, they're not wasted campaigns. Anyone who does, if you're watching this, anyone.
We will make America great again.